crowded as ever.
Maar moeten we de brug...
Yo! This is funny. George is asleep, maybe. We're sneaking out for a beer and we're ending up here. Yo man, hey proost George. The next morning unfolded as one of the most relaxed we had on the trip so far. There was no rush, no agenda pressing down on us, just the soft sunlight filtering through the curtains and the gentle hum of Da Nang waking up around us. As it turned out, I accidentally booked a hotel that didn't include breakfast. At first I thought it might be an inconvenience, but it turned out to be a happy little twist. It gave us a perfect excuse to explore a bit more of the city's morning charm. With a few taps on my phone, I found a cozy cafe breakfast nearby that had glowing reviews. Roy had mentioned he was in the mood for something light with a lot of fruit, so this place looked just right. A short ride later, we were sitting outside sipping fresh juice, coffee and easing into the day with a table full of tropical fruit and warm crusty bread with some eggs benedict. Not a bad start at all. Royke boy breakfast.
Overnight oats?
Ja, die zitten eronder.
Ja, dat zal. Ziet er mooi uit.
Fotootje.
And what do we have?
Breakfast burrito.
Burrito.
That's been a long time. Yeah, it's dead.
Approved. Lekker. After finishing our lovely breakfast, the quiet hum of our morning was interrupted by our bikes. More specifically, the chains. They were starting to sound, well, let's just say they were practically screaming for some oil. So mission 1 was clear, find a Honda dealer and get some chain lube. Barely 200 meters down the road, there it was, like it had been waiting for us. Quick stop, a little maintenance, and just like that, our bike were purring again and ready to carrying us into whatever the day had in store. With our chain freshly oiled and the bikes running smooth, we set outside onto the next tourist spot of the day, a visit to the Lady Buddha at the Sunja Peninsula. The night before, while we were out drinking beers and soaking in the city lights, we spot her from afar. Tall, glowing and seemingly just a stone throw away. Roy was convinced it wasn't that far. Can't be more than a few minutes, he said casually, pointing her out from where we sat. Well, turned out, just around the corner was actually a solid 20 minutes ride from the city center. Why did she look so close then? Simple, because she's massive. A towering 67 meters tall, the little Buddha had quite watching over the city the whole time. The ride there, though, totally worth it.
Rồi, ok. Hai sector B two hits kuma lebih. Ya, exactly. Ya, inventor. Good. Nice. Nah.
The last time I visited the Little Buddha, that place felt almost like a hidden gem. Hardly any tourists, no security guards, just quiet presence of the statue and the sea breeze. But this time, a whole different story. The spot had clearly blown up in the last year. Tour buses, taxi and the crowds rolling in non-stop. It was still beautiful, but definitely not the peaceful little escape I remembered.
Đi xem một tắm, một cái zeta, một cái machete.
After soaking in the view and dodging a few self-sticks, we hopped back in our bike and decided to ride further up to the peninsula towards Banker Peak. It's one of those spots that give you a view like you are standing on the edge of the world. But just as we reach this road, that's not even the gate of Intercontinental Da Nang Resort. Bam! Roadblock. The road ahead was closed off with a sign that read landslides. Whether that was the real reason or just a convenience excuse to limit access, you know. Either way, it was a no-go. Bit of a bumper, yeah, but the ride back made up for it. Winding roads, ocean views and just enough curves to keep it fun. Sometimes the detours end up being the best part.
Another day, another walking activity. Hebben we zin in?
Het is in ieder geval minder warm.
Dat sowieso, hè?
Alleen de trappetje is wel iets
Kleiner.
wobbly.
Much nicer to walk because the weather is not that hot. But still tiring, man.
Only 20 steps in, man.
Hoeveel hebben wij al gehad?
After cruising back from the peninsula, we decided to check out the Marble Mountain. It's a bit outside of center of Da Nang, not too far, just enough for a nice ride. I've never been there before, only heard bits and pieces about it from people here and there. So we figured, why not, let's go and see what hype is about. On the way up we passed a bunch of temples, some carved right into the rocks, others hidden among the trees. They were beautiful, no doubt, and probably packed with history. But Buddhism isn't really my religion, so while I could appreciate the vibe, it didn't quite grab me the way it might for someone else. Now the path to the peak, that's where it got fun. At one point we had to squeeze through these ridiculous narrow stone passageways, basically little doorways carved into the rocks. I am not joking, if I were just a few kilos heavier, I might have had to turn back.
Huh? Nice. Nice and not nice.
Luckily, on the way down we find another route, way more convenient, especially for the big bones crowd. Wider steps, no awkward squeezing and still plenty of cool views.
Ja, ze moeten gewoon hier een ziplijn maken, man.
And of course, no touristy spot is complete without a few fake views thrown in for good measures. There was one in particular that stood out. It looked epic from afar, but as we got closer, yeah, totally blocked. Still, it gave us a good laugh. Since the adventure was coming to an end for Roy in Da Nang, it also meant it was time to return the bike. So after wrapping up our Marble Mountain visits, we hit the road once more, this time heading down to Hoi An. But before we got too far, hungry hit us hard. We realized we hadn't eaten anything since breakfast and there was only one thing on our minds, banh mi. And not just any banh mi, we were going for the legendary banh mi pho. You probably heard the name tossed around before, and yeah, the hype is real. The line also very real. It snuck out onto the street packed with tourists, locals, and probably a few curious food bloggers. But we were already committed. Good banh mi is worth waiting for, and after a full day of riding temples and squeezing through ancient rock passageways, that crispy baguette stuffed with all the good stuff tastes like heaven.
Dạ, cái bay là muối nữa.
2,000 years later.
Now Roy, first bite.
First bite.
Get up, man.
Zo lekker hoor.
That's only the bullshit, the ass of the bread.
De ass.
Yeah. Now you eat more, man. Now this is the real bite. Good? Good one?
Very good. Yeah.
Worth the wait? Deze is autofocus. Deze heeft geen focus.
After that, it was time for Roy to say goodbye to his short-term lover, the bike he had been riding for the past 2 weeks. After all those shared kilometers, winding roads, sun, rain and memories, parting felt a little bittersweet. But such is the life of a traveler, always moving forward.
Change. We have the oil change, service, and done. We're heading our way again. This boy had deserved a cold beer from the house. He survived the Vietnam traffic and survived the trip.
Still have to
Survive the food.
still have to go back on the back of the bike back to the hotel. So
But
still not there yet.
Oh, don't
but
jinx it.
but
Don't fucking jinx it.
on which bike do you want to sit?
On my own.
While we were at the rental shop in Hoi An, I figured it was the perfect time to give our own rides a little love too. I had them change the front disc on mine, and we did the oil change for both bike, mine and George. We got to keep the machines happy if we want them to carry us further. What I thought would be a quick little maintenance stop turned into almost 2.5 hours at the shop. Turned out my bike needed a little bit more maintenance than expected. They ended up changing quite a few things, stuff that I had not even noticed was off. But honestly, after all the riding we have done, it probably deserved the extra attentions. Well, thank you Style Motorbikes. When we first rolled into Hoi An, we were a little convoy of 3 bikes. But now with Roy's ride officially returned, we were down to 2. So we did a little switch up. Roy hopped on my bike for the return trip, and I climbed onto the back of George. You know, short legs problems. My bike isn't exactly built for carrying a heavy passenger while my legs are kinda short, so if there is any emergency I cannot reach the ground. And well, never want to sit on the back anymore. It sucks. As the evening rolled in, we decided to go all out. Because it was Roy's last night with us, and that deserved a celebration. But not just any celebration. We had a reason to celebrate. He survived Vietnam traffic, and trust me, that's no small feat. Instead of sticking with the usual restaurant route, we decided to go for something a little more local. Nhậu. Now I don't know if you are still remember that word, but the next clips say it all. I figured it was the perfect place for a last night in Vietnam kind of vibe. So I introduced both of them to something they never tried before. Sea snails and clams, aka seafood. Well, the Vietnamese seafood. Roy, he was all in, love it. But George, well, his face said it all. It was a moment of, what did I just put in my mouth? But he will get some credits from me because he didn't back out. Now, the fish, that was a different story. He was all over it like it was the best fish he ever eaten. You could see it in the way he devoured it. And Roy, well, Roy was too busy with other food and soju. The next clips, they will tell you exactly how the night went down.
Nu. Taai of is het goed? Ja, Mals hè?
Deze is niet taai.
Omdat hij vers is.
Oké.
Bitch. Dat is met jouw kanaal. Jij houdt niet van kanalen?
Jawel.
Pak deze. Dip in deze saus. Dip in die saus.
Waar ik niet van hou zijn die hele kleine Hollandse garnalen.
Nee, Hollandse kanalen zijn kut.
Ja, dat bedoel ik. Dit is lekker. Come on.
Come on. Hier in deze. En lekker?
Ja.
Nog eentje, jongen.
Zat er nou een servet op die had?
Ja? Vanaf nu zelf pellen, kut. Kijk Roy, joh. Roy gaat gewoon gelijk, joh. Je hebt die hoofd nog steeds, maar als je het lekker vindt... Nee, die is goed hoor. Je kan hem gewoon eten. Je kan gewoon eten.
Die shit uit.
Hé jongen, dat is gewoon... dat is geen shit.
Hersenen.
Nee, dat zijn eieren shit.
Natuurlijk komt die shit uit.
Lekker jongen.
Oma zag het al, hè? Oma zag het al. Dat is een verder.
Focus vriend.
Kan toch niet, dat is ook te groot. Wat nu worden we doen?
Jij eet de kut van inktvis, daarom is het taai. Inktvis vind je niet lekker?
Ja, ik vind echt een taai.
Taai.
Ja, ik had 2 keer een taaistuk. Taai.
Taai.
Deze vind ik vrij heavy.
Zie?
Maar deze wel. Deze zijn
Hij
wel...
zegt deze.
Zit erin.
Van alles nog iets. Gewoon zo in één keer. Ja, dit moet in één keer schuiven. This is the real fucker. Hier, zo in je face.
Fuck, wat is dit van vis, joh?
Dit is dezelfde vis. Hebben ze het gewoon in 2 gedeeld, 2 verschillende gerechten van gemaakt.
Is dat gewoon witvis?
Het is witvis.
Ja, het ziet er mooi uit. Nee.
Laat zien hoe je een vis eet, man.
Gewoon met je vingers.
Als een echte Indiër, want George is half Indiër.
Kom erop man, geen Indiër. Fuck, maak hem nou.
Hij eet het liefst met handen en hij voelt zich helemaal thuis.
Absoluut.
Zalmpie of kabeljauw,
Ik vind
garnalen.
het principe van minder vlees eten vind ik wel een goed principe. Ja, maar dat vind ik wel, vind ik serieus gewoon.
En daarna dierenleed, volgens mij.
Fuck is this shit? We zijn ook geen Vietnamezen wel. We zijn ook geen Vietnamezen wel.
Zij denk ik niet. Die
Ja,
chick.
thank you. Ze wist niet dat je Vietnamees was.
À, em Việt là em thêm thì lấy cái ly này đi anh.
Ja, ja, oké.
Als ze meedrinken?
Ja.
Dạ. Trên trà.
Ja, doe.
Vô.
Yo. Ủa, sao không có gì vậy? Không có gì. Chút xíu à.
Chút xíu rồi.
Niet te veel, hè? Come on. Dat is grappig om dit te zijn. Zeg je dat? Dat ze dat moeten geven. Ze draaien zich wel om, dus ze zijn vol van. See you tomorrow morning when I wake up.
George is alweer libido. Of niet, George?
No. I deny everything. I have no knowledge.
Boe.
I do not know.
This is what I said. Bullshit.
Hij zal erop doen.
Nee, nog niet.
Wij waren, ik denk,
Danang. 2025, motherfuckers.
ja, dat weet je wel, hè. Dat weet je wel.
Maar goed, voor de rest was het wel leuk. Dus het bleef heel lang.
Ah, dat is leuk toch?
En eigenlijk toen ik...
Ik ben nog steeds niet meer rond, ik kan me ook afsluiten. Ik wil allemaal beelden uitleggen. Hè? Weet het zo?
Listen. This boy, Roy Boyke.
Dat is vissoep of zo.
Nee, dit is gewoon van rijst gemaakt, man.
Rijstpap.
Ja, rijstpap, jongen.
Rijstepap.
Rijstpap.
Vietnamese rijstepap.
Shut the fuck. Oh shit. Okay, this. Do it. This is nothing, man. Come on, this is delicious. Shut the fuck up.
You're back. My wife's back.
It's nice. It's nice. It's nice.
This what is nice. Of course it's nice, man. Go.
Poep, poep.
Shut the fuck up, jongens.
Ik vind het wel heel gaaf.
Ja?
Om het tatoeage.
Wij zou geen kroephoek tatoeëren.
Ik ging hem een appje sturen van tatoeage. Ik ben er. En wij, waar ben je? Wat bedoel je? Ja, ik ben op het eiland. Toen lag zij in bed met hotel aan.
Shit met je hand vast.
Ga niet, gast.
Pas die shit met je hand vast, jongen.
Dat gaat niet, het zit erin. Je moet
Met je hand, joh. Kut. Eén hand, de shit. Je kunt ook de shit op
gaat
de kroep
niet met
doen.
een stokje, man.
Ja.
Schitterend. Oh, heerlijk dit.
Rustig aan, Jotje.
Ik weet het gewoon.
Dit is een van de duurste zeeslakken.
Hoe heet het?
Waar zit die conjo?
Sweetsnail.
Weet je,
Ja,
snel.
die
Je weet het natuurlijk.
die conjo, ja. Hou hem eruit, hou hem eruit.
Gadverdamme,
Ja.
conjo, hoor. Van het gelet.
Shut the fuck up, is ook niet voor jou besteld, kut. Lekker? Lekker toch? Ja, juist hem. Juist hem. Die vingers. Juist hem. Focus. Focus. Hij focust niet. Hij focust niet. Lekker man.
Ik heb me geen moment zorgen gemaakt. Want bij jou dacht ik, oh jezus.
Is te klein man, is te klein man.
Die kroepoe.
Ja.
Nee hoor.
Ik was zo blij dat jij gewoon stond. Kan je niet voorstellen. Ondanks dat we dan gingen, nooit alcohol gehad. Totdat we de buik hebben ingeleefd, hè. Geen slok. Niet één biertje. Maar nogmaals, toen jullie samen s'nachts daar zaten met die gast, heb ik zo gelachen. Ik lag in bed. Ik hoorde jullie. Ik lag slapen, hoorde ik jullie. Op een gegeven moment hoorde ik geïrriteerd heb. Nee, kwam in de bar. Komt de vrouw naar me toe. Echt, wij stonden daar en zij zegt: How are you? What's your name? En de volgende was: I drink wine. Dus ik zei: I drink beer. Dus vrouw had gezegd: niet op ingaan, niks bestellen, klaar.
Hey, die kroepel was goede set man. Fucking lekker man.
Stel, doe er niks voor.
Hier, heb je een microfoon? Hier, je hebt een microfoon, ga verder joh.
Today we have seafood
En dan?
from sea.
Ha? I never bring this guy to Vietnam anymore because
Never!
Jesus Christ man. Wait.
Jezus Mina.
Pak jou
In de
kwam.
regen met een poncho.
Cell 100 meters. Beogon Salivati Theoliva TH3.
Hey, hey,
Cell 90
hey,
meters.
hey, hey,
Beogon
hey,
Salivati.
hey.
Leuk verhaal. We gaan naar een restaurant.